Greetings friends from the slightly refreshed TLG HQ. We're gonna be prepping for a track day with my 911. But first, check out my new and improved garage. I installed these Amazon special floor tiles. Absolutely great quality, much less expensive than the very popular product that everyone gets. The fitment and finish is great. And I separated the three bays in terms of design. So you've got the red outline here, and then the working area here, I put that checkered design. I used to have a workbench here. I now wanted to open up the space. So this is what it looks like. I like my operating table in the middle, also Amazon special table. Super cool, because this could be my working bench, could be my storage area, and yeah, it came out great. Anyways, I want to take you on a tour of me prepping my 911 for a track day. I am going to my favorite home track, which is NJMP Thunderbolt. I've tracked all my cars at that particular track. Actually, you can see my S60R, that's not my F80, my 981. I've got my 911 photos there. So every car that I've owned, I've taken it there. This time it's going to be special because of two things. I've got my bucket seats, which will hug me very nicely at the track. The 18 ways were a little loose during cornering. And I also have my DSC controller, which hopefully will improve some of the nosedive when it comes to the stock suspension and springs. Before we do any of that, we have to swap the wheels. I already flushed the brakes. I don't want to bore you with that, but you can watch the video. I'm going to link it down in the video description on how to do it. Next step is to swap the wheels, pack, and have a fun day at the track. And by the way, I am reusing my Falcon Zenith RT 660 Plus tires. They have a couple of track days on them. As you can see, the outer edge has a bit of a wear. Usually the left side gets the most abuse. I'm putting them on the right side just to get more life out of them. But these are fantastic tires, mounted on my OEM 20-inch Carrera wheels that are black. They came with my car when I first purchased it. This is what the front tire looks like. Pretty narrow. The front one actually has a lot of life left. Should be a straight swap. Tire pressure monitoring sensors are here. They're also there, so the car will easily recognize it. And this will be a very good first test for these tiles to see how they handle the jack. But we get our Porsche puck. We're gonna use this one today. Everything is up. This is sitting way too high, but it looks better on video. So let's take it off. I don't want to scratch up my wheels, so I'm using this handy dandy keys wheel removal tool, and you can simply slide the wheel off without worrying about scraping your precious caliper. And this is the difference between a fairly new set of Michelin tires versus these Falcon track tires. A lot of flatness on this, so that means a lot of grip. These are going to be better for dispersing water and whatnot. Although these should work well in the wet as well. It's supposed to rain this Saturday, so yeah, it might get interesting. But let's take a look at the wheel well. What do we see here? I do inspect this car quite often. I did have it completely disassembled when I did the fluids, and everything is looking very clean. No leaks in the suspension, nothing. The calipers, I don't even bother cleaning them now because they'll be absolutely filthy after the track. What's absolutely critical, and if you track your 911, you have to do it, TLG guards, because of the wide hips, especially at the track. You're going to be throwing a lot of pebbles onto that quarter panel. So make sure you get yourself a set of these to protect the side of your precious investment. And these cars don't lose value, so it is an investment. It's not an appreciating asset. But these are absolutely worth it. I'm going to link them in the video description on how you can get them. Very subtle. You can barely see them, but they work so well at protecting this side. We're going to torque them to spec at the end. Oh! Look at these beautiful tires. Perfect wear and tear on them. Very nice. And they're getting replaced with these bad boys. I know, you want to take a look at inside. So, check it out. Inside, You have the turbos here. I'm gonna be replacing this pipe eventually with, there's a company that makes these out of aluminum, give it a lot more volume and a lot more whooshing noise, which is what I'm all about, so I'll be replacing those. Other than that, nothing really concerning here. This is my brake sensor that I taped up. I don't need any brake sensors warning me that my pads are low. Speaking of which, the pads are super high. These are my track pads that I actually use daily. They squeak like crazy, but they work so freaking well. And when we go to lower it, ooh, it looks like that. I am a huge fan of my other wheels. These wheels are nice, but I feel like they don't complement the car as much. This is perfect for a track car, absolutely perfect. And what you don't see is the offset, because look how sunken in they are. I've got my negative camber in place, and also without spacers they just look kind of weird. But again, because of negative camber, there's still a big chunk of tire that sticks out at the bottom, which is why these TLG guards are absolutely crucial. But yeah, looks absolutely wicked. And now the other side we can do a lot faster with the power of editing. Ha! Wow, that was easy. Check it out. But one thing that's missing are the center caps. We absolutely cannot forget to torque everything to spec. And then what I do is I torque it here, and then when I get to the track, I double check it, because you don't want to be at the track and have your wheels fall off. I have to say I'm so happy with my 5-spoke wheels, because when I look at these now, they just don't do the car justice. Black just doesn't work, and they're just a little bit too boring. One other thing I forgot to show you is any potential damage from the jack. As you can see, nothing, absolutely nothing. So if you want to get yourself these floor tiles, I'm going to link them down in the video description. Amazing quality, really. I just have to get a couple of finishing touches here. I've got a couple of pieces coming to do here and then right there. But other than that, I'm so happy with them. And when it comes to packing for the track, in no particular order, I put my helmet in this container, stickers for the side of the car in case they make me put on more. I already know my car number, so I know what it's going to be. Some keys, towels, as well as some windshield washer cleaner. Brake fluid, just in case something happens. You know, you never want to be stranded. My wheel tools and other tools I'm going to put in my toolbox. And in my toolbox I'm bringing just a bunch of tools, metric tools and hammers and whatnot, just in case I need to do brakes. A scanner, just in case I throw a code. Some masking tape in case they make me put on a funky number. This jacking puck, a tire pressure gauge, a tether. Some tracks, and it's weird, if you have a camera, some tracks make you tether your camera equipment to the car, some don't, so I bought these things and some extra GoPro mounts. Speaking of the camera equipment, because of the fact that I now have carbon buckets, I was able to mount my camera equipment to the back of the bucket. 2 suction cups, check it out, and an arm sticking out, and you can put whatever camera you want. It's nice and sturdy, pretty cool. Some TLG stickers, in case I want to put some stickers on somebody's equipment. I've done this, and it always creates a good laugh. Some gloves, I'm probably gonna just bring a container. My schedule of my run groups. There's gonna be 6 total runs, so I'm super excited. Obviously my torque gun and my torque wrench, since I'll be checking my wheels. I do have an extra brake fluid bottle. Honestly, 1's enough, 2 is an overkill. So all of that plus this, yes, my folding jack. It's amazing. Should all fit in the trunk. All right. Maybe some of it actually fits in the back. So this fits here. I always carry my Fix-A-Flat kit, my pump, jack, torque wrench. Let's see. This might fit better this way. Gonna put a towel in here. some additional tools. And I am going to switch it up a little bit this time. The toolbox is unnecessarily big, so I have this case that I'm going to be putting in here, which I believe will allow me to close the frunk. How awesome is this car? Then there's of course the filming equipment that I'm going to be bringing, which is a microphone and a camera that I can film some runs. And that's pretty much it. I am going to be cleaning up my favorite wheels. I'm going to put them up on the storage rack because I think I'm going to keep them off for the next few months because I want to do a couple of track days. I do want to do one of these events. This was an event I did at Lime Rock, a driver clinic, which gave me autocross experience, but also skid pad. So I love this photo. Look how cool. You can see the front tire lifting here. I want to do that event one time, but being at the track is what I like the most because that's why we have these cars and that's why we upgrade them to enjoy some of these differences at the track, because at the street, let's be honest, Mazda Miata is all you really need. Maybe I'll have one day. Anyways, this is how I prep the car for the track. I'm gonna check the tire pressures to make sure they're suitable for my drive down there. When I get to the track, I'll lower the pressures and hopefully have a good time. I'll report back from the track. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.